RaiderIO should not be part of the endgame play loop. Dead Creek, the dwarf warlock, level 46, wants us to know that he thinks that RaiderIO is bullshit. Now, I don't know what this guy's RaiderIO is, but I'm guessing it's not like 3K. If Blizzard wants gatekeeping, then they should do the gatekeeping. Much like when they took over iLevel, Blizzard should institute their own RaiderIO. As it stands, RaiderIO is counterproductive to a good endgame play loop. When you can literally find people looking for groups just to raise their IO, you've got a problem. The current loop. You're up modestly to start MBLS. Look for groups to get keys, but don't have the IO to back up the groups. Look for groups that will take you to get your keys to raise the IO to get the gear to look for the groups that will take you to get the IO to raise your gear, etc., etc. And then you just make your own groups. What do? Making your own groups doesn't magically just make the IO cult go away. Instead of the group leader defining what IO to take, now you just happen to have people looking for groups defining the IO instead. It doesn't matter if you've been playing BFA from the beginning and have hundreds of runs and the experience needed. Hell, eye level matters less than IO score. If you have hundreds of runs and experience, then you would have the IO. Like if you've done this 900 times, then you'd have the IO. Obviously, bring back the dungeon tokens would negate a lot of the barrier to entry. Blizzard turns a blind eye to the soullessness of people selling carries for gold. The soullessness of people. You know what? It's tough to be an adventurer out here. It's expensive, okay? People need to make money. The other day there was a streamer giving away free carry runs, but you entered by putting your name in a drawing. After the drawing, the streamer did a marble race. You're literally marble racing for gear. This guy needs better people to play with. That's his issue. Let's see. No Mythic Plus and Classic. Come join us here. Classic is soulless. It's just as soulless as the main game that I still play. I rolled a character after the leveling zones are dead. Level 60s are selling lower dungeon runs. I'm not interested in that. Frowning. Come play on my server. Raider. This guy should be on an RP server or something. You can't just declare the opposition invalid and expect to have a good discussion. Fact is that you absolutely can get around IO by forming your own groups. No, he presented an argument. I mean, he said, here's the counter argument. I have a counter argument to that counter argument. Eye level matters less than IO. Definitely, of course it does, because there's all kinds of meta builds that you can make that have no dependency on your eye level. They're much more dependent on like having the Ajara trinket on the Fire Mage, for example. Screening in general has been a thing for a long time. Players will find something else. Blizzard tried fighting against it, but it'll never go away. Yeah, that's because there's a lot of nom-noms that play this game. I mean, no offense to anybody, but not everybody's got their head in it. Get rid of RaiderIO. Groups will pop up asking for your mythic kill, or if you did 100 of something, it will just simply come up with something else. Yeah, dude, you'll have to have like a 3-letter name with no vowels in it in order to fucking get into a high key if like they take everything away. Similarly, IO helps prove you have experience on that character or a class. TBH, I'm pushing keys. I don't want somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, plain and simple. I don't even do mythic dungeons. So why is this guy pushing keys? He wants something there, but he doesn't even do them. What is this? Doesn't fix the issue. Yes, it does. People have jobs during peak times. Okay, what? I wonder what would happen if all those people who work during peak hours started a guild to run Mythic Plus not at peak hours. That's true, dude. Find a community, use the group finder, but then again, that's also work you have to do outside of the game just to make the game playable, but then you're being pretty specific how you want to play the game too, so. Dead Creek says, I can totally just declare the opposition invalid if the opposition's proposal doesn't touch the root of the issue. If I put up a plus 10 key and I'm in 460, my IO is 300, no one will join. Why is your IO so low? If you've got a 10 key, then why is your IO so low? I don't understand. My understanding of RaiderIO is that you gain it by completing these dungeons, by timing these keys. And you only get the higher level keys by completing the keys. So I don't see how you can't have like your own, you're not like running your own key at a plus 10 with your 300 IO. Like, is this your first dungeon ever? Only to get 460 and then you're stuck unless you have the group to get to find the run the keys. No. RaiderIO is a necessary system. There will always be gatekeeping because no one can jump straight to the top. Expecting anything else is foolish. Exactly. There's a lot of nom-noms that play. My excuse is not bothering to learn awakened routes as a tank. What's yours? They're actually pretty straightforward. When I tank, I really appreciate having them as it frees up a lot of creativity in what to pull and how to do the dungeon. I hope you get a chance to try before they go away. You see Bakion, he's all just about that that good dungeon action. He's a real player. All right, I think that's. Oh, what do we got here? Who said anything about? It's not you're refusing to help others. In essence, you're very adages. I've done it. Screw you. That's why they have to. Okay, so he's basically saying that they need to pay the price, get your IO up so that you show everybody else that you know what you're doing, that you deserve it. Said anything about elevating your status. You need experience. You need gear to get into the groups at your level. I'm the one. Groups of people want to get in to get that experience and gear. In a business setting, you'd be the home office executive looking for those to join you as other execs at the home office. I am at best the regional leader, helping employees find and learn their place in the company and possibly pushing them into promotions, even above me. You have your place in such and I have mine, but without people like me, there could be a few if any people at your level. To put it another way, your attitude is what rubbed me the wrong way, because if everyone had similar, there would be no fresh blood at the higher levels. I have worked my way up to the plus 12, 14, 15 range. I too have struggled, but I have made it. I could care less about what you have or what you have not done. These dudes are like playing low-ass keys and they're fucking heated. I'm a business executive. I work my way up to the level 15 range, man. I'm getting the normal standard reward. You are beneath me. You do not pay for your subscriptions. You do not pay for your time. We're not here to educate you. We're here to get your own content done. RaiderIO isn't a toxic tool. It's a tool that allows people to separate those who are no better than a spanner and those who are unproven from those who can actually do the content. Wow. Powerful stuff. And it just looks like it goes on like this. All right. That's good for this one, I think.